All right. So when I'm talking about consistency from a brain health perspective or just in general, when we do something over and over and over again, it becomes easier to do, right? So imagine the first time that what's something that you really enjoy doing?
Wrestling, Greco-Roman wrestling, not WWE, because that's people shooting roids and just screaming at each other square.
Like real wrestling, like yeah, not
Not
the fake kind.
yeah, not the WWE.
So
Shoot.
imagine when you were the very first time that you stepped on the mat. It was probably super awkward, right?
Uh, I wasn't as good as like was in my senior year of high school.
Exactly. So when you repeated that action over and over and over again, it became easier, right?
Yes.
So that's the amazing thing that the brain does, because when we repeat something over and over and over again, there's actual changes in the physical structure of the brain. So there's actual it's like a muscle that gets bigger repeating whatever you do. So if you watch Netflix every day, you'll get really good at finding um, finding different things that you really enjoy. You'll get good at Netflix. So we get better at whatever we do. So like that is essential to understand that we get better at whatever we do. Um, and so when we do these breathing exercises, we actually get better at them. When we, um, can you take me through a day in the life for you right now? I know that you're in a lot of recovery, right?
And how? Um, as of right now, I couldn't. The day when I graduated high school, I would wake up, drive to a place in Springfield, Missouri, and clock in to make pizzas for 6 hours.
Right. So you got better at making those pizzas, right?
Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah. So
I started memorizing where the toppings were, and had my prep- pizza making time got a lot shorter.
got it. Now that's a perfect example right there of just what we repeat, we ultimately become. So looking at your life through that lens, it simplifies things because it's like, oh, okay, do you what do you want more in your life? Like, what are some things you would like to remember better, or you would like
A lot more.
so this is empowering because the more that we practice using our memory, the better we're going to get at remembering. So, I think moving forward, we're going to do a lot of memory-based exercises, both short-term based and long-term based. Um, so would you say when it comes to your memory, what are the struggles there?
It doesn't like to stay between my ears. It's like a floating down a river. It floats in one ear and floats out the other one at roughly the same rate. It doesn't ever stick like it used to.
Right. So is this more short-term memory or long-term memory?
That's what memories do you speak of?
Well, so are you saying when it comes to learning that it becomes more difficult to retain the information?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a few ideas around this. Like one is to to keep repeating something over and over and over again to where you can't forget it. So that's one way to bypass or to get past that issue is through repetition. But another way is through visualization, because when you visualize something, it actually helps you remember that information more. So like, let's say, for example, I want you to remember, I'm going to have you remember several different sets of information right now, and we're
Okay.
going to do an exercise together. So the first group of numbers I want you to remember are 3, 5, and 7, okay? You can remember that?
157, yes. Oh yeah, I'll give it a go. I can't tell you what I remember wrong, but
All right, so just keep that in the back of your mind. 3, 5, 7, okay?
correct. So,
All right. Now the next thing I want you to remember are the words bear, cat, and tree. Okay?
cat tree.
Bear, cat, tree. And can you remember the first three letters? What
357.
number? 3, 5, 7. Okay. All right, now we're gonna have a very short conversation. So remember 3, 5, 7, bear, cat, tree. All right?
Not tree, bear, cat.
Bear, cat, tree. 3, 5, 7, bear, cat, tree. In that order. Okay. So can you remember the first thing that you did this morning?
Woke up.
He just got up.
I literally just got up.
Just got up.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what the three numbers were?
753.
And then can you tell me what the three animals were in that order?
There's two animals.
There was three.
There's two animals. A tree is not an animal.
Oh, you're right. Three objects. Very, very smart. You see, you're very capable.
Bear, bear, tree, cat.
It was bear, cat, tree. So what were the three numbers once again?
357.
3, 5, 7. And then tell me one more time, in what order were the three objects?
Tree, care, bat, tree, bear, cat.
Bear, cat, tree. So keep saying this to yourself. Say bear, cat, tree. Repeat with me. Are you there?
I am. Where's there?
Tell me bear, cat, tree.
357, bear, cat, tree.
3, 5, 7, bear, cat, tree.
King, show me your cola.
So imagine if you repeated that over and over and over again. Wouldn't that become redundant and repetitive?
Redundant means repetitive.
Yes, redundant and repetitive.
Yeah, it could become both.
Right. So can you imagine in your mind a bear, a cat, and a tree?
A bear would chase a cat up a tree.
Right, but can you visualize an image very clearly of a bear?
I try not to go near bears. They're not exactly
Right. No, but hang here with me, work with me here. Can you picture a bear right now?
they're big.
What it looks like? Yes.
No
You have
hair.
a visual image of that in your mind. How about for a cat?
Okay, like a house cat or a bobcat or
But
a
no,
tiger,
whatever is the first thing that comes into your mind.
probably a bobcat
Okay.
or a house cat.
And how about a tree?
Like an oak tree or yeah, I see trees.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. Now I'm gonna give you a few more numbers and a few more animals.
Like
Remember
7 by 3.
3, 5, 7, bear,
No.
cat, tree. How's that for you?
3, 5, 7 bear cat tree.
3, 5, 7, bear, cat, tree. Okay.
3 cat tree.
Okay. 7, 57. 757, plain, bird, plain, bird, car. Okay?
Okay.
757, plain, bird, car. Now, can you remember that first bit of information?
757 plain bird car.
Okay, what was the first bit of information that we covered?
There's a bear cat tree. 357.
Fantastic, fantastic. So we have 757, plain, bird, car. 757, plain,
Bird car.
and then we had, what was the first one again?
757 plain bird car.
757.
No. 757 something bird cat.
No. So we have 757 plain bird car and then 357 bear cat tree.
Bear cat tweet.
Bear cat tree.
Bear cat tweet.
357
Bear cat tweet.
bear cat tree. And then we have 757
Plain bird car.
plain bird car.
Car bird plane.
Okay, so we have 357 Bearcat Tree and 757 plain
Bird car.
bird car. So let's repeat those in because we're moving on and we're gonna do one more of these. So we have without looking, what was the first one?
357 plain bird car.
No, it was 357 Bearcat Tree.
Oh, touche. Touche, my bad. Mr. Miller.
So we're really working your brain a lot here. So
Oh yeah.
oh yeah. So 357 Bearcat Tree, 57 or 757 plain bird car.
Hey, Mr. Miller, have you ever heard of Kool-Aid Man?
I know, yeah, but we have to focus here. Remember, don't get distracted because you're gonna have to remember what I've got going on here.
May I text these to you? Just help me remember.
No texting. So tell me once again, 357 and then what?
Bird or 357 Bearcat Tree. 757 plain bird car. Ooh.
357 Bearcat Tree, 757 plain bird car. All right, and here's when we come up with the third one.
Jinx, show me cola.
We got 828,
It's an 82 grade.
sun, rain,
Leprechaun.
sure, leprechaun. Sun, 828, sun, rain, leprechaun. Now let's focus one more time. What was the first one?
827 plain bird car. 875 plain bear tree.
So it was 357
Touche.
bear cat tree.
Would you be upset if I text these to you?
No, because what we're gonna do is show you how you can learn. You actually are learning pretty, you're picking up information pretty well. So 357 Bearcat Tree, 757 Plain Bird Car, and then we have 828 Sun Rain Leprechaun. So now what was the first one?
357 plain bird car.
No, 357 Bearcat Tree.
Oh, bearcat tree.
And then 757 Plain Bird Car. So thinking you can even use your mind, like visualize we'll just stick with the animals and the objects. So let's just think bearcat tree,
Bearcat tree.
bearcat tree, and then think plain bird car.
Plain. Those are all. Well, two of those three. Well, actually, no.
Right.
Two are fine. One is stuck on ground. Heavy.
Sun, rain, leprechaun. So bearcat tree, plain bird car, sun,
rain.
rain, leprechaun. Okay. Bearcat tree, plain bird car, sun, rain, leprechaun. Now, can you tell me the first one?
Plain bird tree 357 or 357 plain bird tree.
357 bearcat tree.
Bearcat tree.
757 plain bird car. And 828 sun, rain, leprechaun. Now, what was the first?
357 bearcat tree.
Okay. Now, the second?
757 bearcat tree. Or first one 357 bearcat tree. Second one is 757 plain bird car.
Plain bird car, fantastic. And the last one?
828. I don't remember the words. I'm sorry.
828 sun, rain, leprechaun.
Sun, rain, leprechaun.
Okay. All right. I think that's enough cognitive work right there. But tell me one more time. What was the first one?
757
No, the
bear.
first one.
357 bearcat tree.
Yep, second.
757 plain bird car.
Yes, fantastic. And the third one?
Now our creek got a paddle, Mr. Miller. 357.
357.
Was it the right number?
Yep, sure was the first.
357. Leprechaun.
Oh no, not for the last. The last one is 828.
Oh, 828. Leprechaun. Tree bird. No.
No, sun, rain, leprechaun. So 357. Let's repeat this one more time.
357.
What are the objects and animals?
357 was
357.
Jinx, gonna call it.
357.
Plain bird car.
Nope. Remember the very first one. What were the three things?
Now we're kind of out of the baseball field that my mind has playing for the years. 357 plain bird car.
No, plain bird car is number 2. That's the 757.
757
So 357 Bearcat Tree,
Bearcat tree,
757.
plain bird car,
Yes. And now the third one,
uh, no, I don't remember.
828
828,
Sun.
sun, moon,
And the
stars,
third thing,
stars,
no, it was like a weird thing that you told me about. Like
uh,
it's green.
oh, gold,
No, not gold.
oh, leprechaun.
Yes. There you go.
Mr. Miller, are you Irish?
I have Irish descent, yeah.
What does your last name mean, Mr. Miller?
Miller is like somebody who milled, somebody who mills. Uh, yeah.
You know what Doug means? The first part of my last name? You know what Doug means?
What's that?
You know what Doug means?
I'm not sure.
It means son of. Do you know what Ertie means?
Mm-mm.
Asshole who picks apples from Ireland.
Fair enough. All right, let's refocus. Remember, let's refocus and get back in the game here. So what's the first sequence once again?
357, plain bird tree,
Oh, no, no. 357,
uh,
bear,
bear, bird, no, tree, maybe?
bear cat tree.
Bear cat tree. I hate cats. Make my eyes itch.
And then the second, 757,
Plain bird tree.
plain bird car.
Oh, plain bird car.
Third,
Uh,
28,
828,
sun,
moon, stars,
rain.
sun, moon, rain.
Sun, rain, leprechaun.
I don't like rain. No. It's very
All
warm.
right, let's dive in,
Breakfast.
do some deep breathing exercises.
Oh,
Um, we're gonna eventually have you do some holotropic breathing exercises, which is long. It can take up to like 30 to 45 minutes, but it's going to be extremely helpful for you and your recovery. Once again, can you tell me what neuroplasticity is one more time?
well, neuro means brain. Plasticity means thoughts going from one side of your brain to the other side of your brain.
No, plastic. So it's like plastic that you can mold. You can mold your brain. You know, it can change. It can depending on what you do. So in the most important concept by far that I want you to understand is that depending on what you do, that this will change. So even if I go out, it changes to every single thing that we do, every thought that we think, every emotion we feel. So what we just did with those numbers and those objects, that actually creates new connections in your brain, which is very powerful when you think about it, because this is what helped me get better and it helped other people get better. That I know. I'm going to show you a few people. Kevin Ballister, who had the same thing that happened to you, the diffuse axonal injury, and
He fell 18 feet as well, or higher.
yeah, he fell off of a water tower and he had diffuse axonal injury.
Oh, being on a water tower.
Yeah, let me show you his story because I think it could be very interesting for you. So this is Kevin. He's my friend and he's a great guy. So this is where he was. Let me go ahead and play this video.
Yeah, it's a lot of video. Thank you, Dr. Cedarmark. Like, I mean, being here speaking for IAFNR is huge to me because functional neurology played a huge part. And back in 2014, it was my first keynote speech, and I spoke for the Neuro-Optometric Rehabilitation Association, NORA. And what I spoke about was synergistic therapies. Therapies done together are far greater than the sum.
I'm just gonna go to his story real quick. Is this incredible? You see, he's speaking in public, right?
About neural pathways, right? Who we are is this life force energy, this life. When who we are, I my throat that supplied oxygen to my lungs. I couldn't hear the beeping of the machines that were monitoring my vitals. And I didn't see my mother's heart break as she was told that I had less than a 10% chance of recovery beyond a persistent vegetative state. I had sustained a severe traumatic brain injury, and I was, had a whole laundry list of broken bones, lacerated organs, infections. I contracted MRSA and pneumonia, which are both life-threatening, and brain insults that my mom would hear rattled off every single day.
It's a severe diffuse axonal injury.
She'd be like, okay, but he's gonna live, right? I'd be like, we don't know. So she stopped asking. Guess what happened? So I woke up and it looked pretty awesome. So months and months in the hospital. And, as you see, I'm closing one of my eyes. It's diplopia. I have diplopia. I still do. Although neurooptometry has really corrected it quite a bit. I went from a 9 diopter prism to a 4 diopter prism. They kind of bounced between 4 and 5. But yeah, I didn't eat, walk, or talk for months. I was breathing through a tube in my neck. I was receiving nutrition through a tube in my belly. And my left hand was entirely flexed inward. And you can see how emaciated I am in this. I was skin and bones. I was eventually released to my mom's care where she could control the food that was being fed through my gastric feed. And she started giving me real food. Who'd have thought? And soon after that, I took my first steps. This is a huge deal. This is the first time I had walked without a walker in months. It's about 7 years ago. And for the 7-year anniversary of my brain injury, this is how I celebrated it. That's vestibular rehab right there. I don't need to jot his name. Yeah. So this is cool. Like clearly there's been a lot of neurological changes with my brain in that time. I have some imaging of that I want to show you guys. So this is a few days after my brain injury. This is the MRI coronal view. You can see marked with the red arrows are the two lesions in the corpus callosum, axonal damage. And in 2016, I was lucky enough to get to go to the University of Pittsburgh to have my brain scanned with high definition fiber tracking, which uses DTI technology, basically breaks groups of neurons and axon fibers down into 2.4 millimeter cubed voxels, so 3-dimensional pixels. So this is my brain. And yeah, it's really cool technology. So 2.4 millimeter cubed voxels. So that's high definition right now. Mind you, there's 86 billion neurons in the brain. So each one of those voxels has thousands of neurons and axon fibers, but they tend to cluster in groups. The axons tend to run in groups and they tend to get damaged in groups. So this is a very, very useful technology. What's really cool is we can take one voxel in, say, the right motor cortex and one voxel and say the cerebellum and be like, show me.
So you get the picture. What are your thoughts?
I was actually told. Well, I wasn't told. My mom was told I was supposed to be able to leave the hospital. I was going to be there until I died, which would have been like a day after a day after what had happened. But here I am, not in Missouri anymore. I'm not
Right.
anymore, Toto.
Say what?
I'm not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts on Cabin and his story?
I think his name's kind of funny.
Yeah,
I mean,
what?
his name is kind of funny. Kevin, Kevin.
I mean, well, but you saw where he was, right? You saw he was hospitalized and wheelchair bound, right?
I
And
was
now
also been told
now he
not to walk ever. I was told I wasn't supposed to walk ever or leave the hospital.
right. And so this should you saw he was public speaking, right? So that what why who's to say that that's not possible for you?
That will happen. I'm just waiting for all the lawsuits to get finished off if they aren't already.
See that's the mindset and that's the attitude it takes because when you believe that you can, when whether we think we can or we think we can't, you're right.
Not left because when I took my tumble, I got my left side pinned to a wall by the base of scissors lift.
Right. So that's where your goal is to do even better than that. What happened to Cabin? But it's through consistency. It just so it's possible now. So what do you think is preventing you from getting there?
Um, the law having the restrictions that were placed upon me once I earned my Traco scar.
Now, how are you gonna overcome that?
By passing all the examinations that they give me to pass to re-earn my driver's license.
Okay.
How
Just
how does your mustache taste?
no, we got to refocus, Matt. Enough.
Yeah.
Like this is serious stuff here. Like
Yes.
you have to take this stuff seriously.
I'm not taking seriously, sure.
You have to. You really because where do you want to be in 10 years from now? Like you want to be in the
Across the stage, actually, a year after I walked across the stage to graduate from school and go to medical school.
that those are fantastic goals, but you have to be serious to get there.
Yeah,
If you continue to blow this off and think that it's not a big deal, you're
yeah,
gonna you're
huge.
gonna stay stuck. It is a very big deal, but you can do it. Like I equally with equal intensity, you can do it. Your brain, you are young. You can do this, but you have to take it seriously.
Miller. I was young once.
You still are. You're 31. I'm a young man. I'm 35, but 31 is very young.
But
So
Rod, my thought says that I'm not that old, Sterner. Not that I'm trying to say you're wrong.
you have to focus and take this seriously
I
because
am.
if not, your life is going to pass you by. You have one life to live here, you
And
know.
it's going to be very to the bottom of a trash dump.
How are you two boys doing?
Oh,
We're good. I just showed him the story of Kevin Ballister, who had diffuse axonal injury, and Kevin made a full recovery. The fact he's standing on stages. I mean, he's a public speaker now. He was vegetative state. So I was just explaining to Matthew that he has to take this seriously because he can do this. All it takes concentration and willpower and dedication, but he absolutely can do this. He's a young man, 31 years old. Lots of changes can continue to come. And
Lots of stretching, lots of rebuilding, absolutely, fully agree.
so when I showed him that story because it was the same type of brain injury, and Cabin is doing fantastic. So he that's what you can aspire to.
Very good.
Awesome. All right, well, let's end this learning session with breathing.
Oh, okay.
So I need you to sit up, have to take this seriously, remember?
I'm not taking seriously, you know. Don't you know? What shut up.
All right, so this is called Wim Hof breathing. And it's very easy. All you have to do is follow the guided rhythm. When he says breathe in, you're going to breathe in. So you can look at the screen, very easy to follow. When he says hold your breath, hold your breath. It's very simple stuff, but very powerful at the same time.
I got
11 minutes long. So I need you to play out full out with me. All right. Are you sitting up?
Just
All right. Promise me that you'll go all out. Okay?
welcome. This is a guided breathing session. Relax to the deep. Lie down, sit down, whatever it takes. Relax. Are you ready? Here we go. Round number 1.
Breathe with the bow.
Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Go with the flow of the breath. In, out. In, out. In.
Matt, you're not breathing. Breathe in through
You're
your
holding
mouth.
it? Oh, through the mouth?
Make sure you're breathing in through the mouth. Like a full deep breath in. Fully in. Can you do that real quick? Go. There you go. Beautiful. That's what we want.
Hi guys, welcome. This is a guided breathing. Round number 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Go with the flow of the breath. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in, letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. Then move. Fully in, let it go. Five more. Let's give it all we got. Last one.
Breathe in.
Fully in and let go.
Hold it.
All right. 1 minute breath hold from now on. Be in this moment. Let the body do what the body is
Squeeze your
capable
nostrils.
of doing.
Matt, squeeze your nostril.
Be
Squeeze.
aware of your heartbeat. Slow it down and just be this moment. Let that relaxation spread down to your toes, into your fingertips, to the base of your neck and head. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. Okay, recovery breath in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let
We
it
got
go.
2 more rounds. Give me your
Round
best.
number 2. Back into that rhythm. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. In, out, in, out, in, out, into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Breathe in, letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. In with ease, out with stress. Then move. Fully in, let it go. Nice, deep, circular breaths. Five more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in. And on the exhale, stop.
Squeeze your nostril.
1.5 minute breath hold from now on. Feel, become aware of your body. If your hands and feet are tingling, or you feel your body temperature is changing, that's okay. You're doing fantastic. If you need to breathe before I give the cue, that's okay. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. When you're ready, fully in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go.
1 more round. Give me your best.
Round number 3.
Do your best.
Back into that rhythm.
That's all I can ask.
Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
Hey, pull out with me, Matt. Come on.
In with the relaxation, out with
Breathe
the
in.
stress.
Through your mouth.
In, out, in, out, in, out, into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in, letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation
Wait,
and
15
exhalation.
more, let's go. Come on.
In with peace, out with stress. Ten more. Fully in, letting go. 9 deep circular breaths.
5 more.
5 more. Let's give it all we got. Last
Deep
one.
breath in.
Fully in. And on the exhale, stop. 1.5 minutes breath hold from now on. Become aware of the blood running through your veins, your heart beating. Feel. Thirty seconds left. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. All right. Breathe in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Let your breathing return to normal as you finish up the round. Move your body bit by bit, starting with your fingers and your toes. Let your breathing normalize. If you liked this guided breathing session,
Do you feel that difference?
Yeah. I can breathe now. Freely.
Really, yeah.
You're cheating.
Did you feel that tingling? Do you feel that nice tingling sensation?
Yeah.
That's powerful, man. Because
Look at your face.
You never look at my balding cap?
that's neuroplasticity in action. Neuro, brain, plasticity, plastic, molding, changing. See, that's a good yawn right there. That's a good one.
My jaw did not say it was good. It said, boy.
Well,
That's a nice tingling sensation that you got there. More relaxed, more focused, and the breath holds especially are neuroplasticity on steroids, essentially, when you're able to hold your breath like that, which you did a fantastic job by the way. So, and remember, what are those 3 animals? Was it those numbers, the very first sequence?
357.
Hmm?
Bear, mouse, tree.
So close. Bear, cat, tree.
Oh, cat tree.
Bear, cat. Yeah, the cat. That was the one that the
you
bot-
have cats at home.
I don't have a cat. Alan has a cat.
No.
You have a cat.
You,
Allison, I
you
think
love
you-
those cats. Give me a
Mm,
break.
They make my eyes itch.
You love those cats.
Mm,
But once again, that consistency of what we're doing is where the big pays off. you can eat healthy one time, but if you're not consistent with it, it's not going to make any difference. You can go to the gym one time or go do some wrestling one time, but that's not going to get you any better. You have to keep going and repeating these activities. The same thing with gratitude. So keep practicing, keep writing those down, keep practicing the breathing, and then eventually we're going to step up and combine it with meditation. So you can,
I like meditation.
what's that?
I like meditation.
Wonderful. Even better, because that's once again like going to the gym for your brain. It was it changed me, it completely changed my life from
You know
being
why I did this?
You do it a lot. You should.
This is thank you.
Okay, but you keep saying thank you, so don't.
okay. Okay, fair enough. Well, thank you for playing full out. Thank your mom for me real quick.
I thank you for staying, Brody. Thank you.
Thank your mom for being such a great mom. Okay.
That's not kind. Kind words or no words.
But no words
No,
are
no,
supposed to
stop.
thank you.
Kind words, period.
You have a fantastic mom, so be very, very grateful for that. Not, some people don't, unfortunately. So,
Wow.
you're on the right track. Remember, you're on the right track. The consistency and repetition in this is going to make big changes over time, just like it did in Cavan's case. And you too, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I try to be a Siren Stoner, but I happen to not be from England. Or
No,
Europe.
no. It's a
Hey,
formal.
make sure to get some movement and exercise into your routine. Super important as well, because that's the miracle growth, the BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factor for your brain.
Not but if
No,
but
no,
my thumb.
no.
But
No, none of that. None of that. Focus. Remember, focus is neuroplasticity as well. Focus, focus, focus. And
Yeah.
you can retrain and strengthen your focus. So you all have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. And
Do we see you tomorrow, sir?
you sure will. And
Okay,
make
not
sure
on Sunday though, right?
the gratitude, get some movement and exercise, hydration, repetition, repeat, repeat, repeat. And
Okay.
you're on the right track. I promise you.
We're not gonna, we don't see you on Sunday, correct?
Correct.
Which is perfectly fine. I'm trying to make sure I've got the schedule correct.
Good to go. Be same link. Yeah, what you do matters. Everything you do. Just remember that. Yes, sir.
were you married before you were in your TBI?
I wasn't. She met me in the midst of my recovery.
If you don't mind me asking this, what's the age between you and your wife?
She's 30, I'm 35.
Wow.
How'd you all meet?
Originally, we met through a language learning program. I was actually studying Spanish in my recovery when I was kind of really I was wild and impulsive. So I was traveling to South America and all these different places. And in that process, I met her just through a language exchange. It was kind of like Skype. She would teach me Spanish. I would learn English. And then she came to New York. We met for about a week. She moved back to Argentina. I ended
How
up
long were you in Argentina?
I ended
So-
up traveling down to Argentina for 9 months and living with her and her family. Long story short, we got her in the United States. It wasn't easy, but here we are.
No, not with the last 8 years of all that's been going on. So,
Yeah,
Dear
Yeah.
God, no,
it was
no.
an uphill battle, but we got her here, and
So she's from Argentina?
she sure is. Yep.
Wow.
Does that mean English
how
is your
did you-
second language?
So you guys went to Croatia?
Yes, we did. It was to celebrate my parents or my dad's 70th birthday. My mom's turning 70 here soon.
So your
Um,
dad is Croatian and your wife is from Argentina?
no, my dad always had wanted to go to Croatia. That was
Ah,
dream destination.
You don't hear many people wanting to go to Croatia.
Right. They say Italy and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Not typically Croatia, right? But yeah, it was like Italy, how I would picture Italy, but people were tall, and they spoke like they were kind of more German or more Hungarian or like that Eastern
the
European.
food, because I always hear about Italy being such an amazing place for food. You don't hear, oh, I want to go to Croatia for the food.
No, I mean good food. I wouldn't say it was anywhere as good as some Italian cuisine, but a lot of like fish and uh good bread though. And what's interesting,
Good bread.
good,
Ha.
good bread, like you could eat as much bread as you want without like bloating up. And people were skinnier there, which was interesting
Wow.
Well,
because there wasn't a lot.
that's another conversation about food and choosing well, choosing wisely.
Yeah, and coming from a guy, I was 195 pounds in my recovery now, and I'm 100 and closer to 155. So
How tall are you, Brody?
5'9".
When Matt came home from hospital, he was 180, and that's the way he should be at.
That's what I wrestled at. And
Well,
skipped a lot.
but no, that's not eating healthy. That's, again, you go back to the past. That's when you know better, you do better.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But
And that's another thing to consider is fasting, because talk about neuroplasticity and impulse control. When you're able to go, Matt probably knows this as being a wrestler, that you guys did fasting and changed your weight quite often. That's extreme. If you want to get your impulse control back, have more of a resistance to eating food. Man, does that get it back quickly.
I am a man.
no. You're going for a joke. Don't do it.
Sorry.
Don't do it.
Well, have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon.
All right. Have a good Friday. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you, sir.